Ugh. Hi. I want to do some drawing, and it's Christmas. Yeah, unfortunately, all my Christmas plans fell through, so here I am by myself on Christmas. It's whatever. Who cares? Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit depressing, but it is what it is. 'Cause apparently, like all my family members were like, "I don't want to see each other." Meh. So yeah, all my plans fell through. So oh well. Oh well. Anyway. I was gonna do some art anyway, so I thought I might as well stream it. Let's see, am I online? Hang on. I want to grab the link, chuck it in the Discord, and chuck it in the socials. I was gonna do some art anyway, so show me. Who's that guy? A weirdo. Should I post on my Tumblr as well? I think I was debating this last time. I might just like chuck at the link and see what happens. Right? Because I did it on Twitter, so see if it automatically makes it work good. Sign in the chat? What? What do you mean I'm not signed in? Hold on. What? I'm not. Weird. Why am I not signed into my own thing? That's strange. Let's see if I can fix this. Is that gonna be weird? How can I not be streaming like when I'm not signed in? Okay, strangeness. And that should be it, right? Oh my god, I gotta get my phone for the two-step verification. I mean, it is secure, but hey, it is a pain every single time I have to go grab my phone to get it. Yes, it's me. It's me. Ah, that's fine. It's really me, guys. It's really, really me. All right, there we are. Yo, yo, yo. What up, Kieran? Howdy, howdy. Merry Christmas, bruh. Mm. Yeah, I think that's like kid lingo nowadays. I think it was there was like a new guy that we had at work not too long ago. He left since then, but still. I remember I was just hearing him on a phone call to his friend, and every single sentence said bro, 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 bro. It's like, well, I guess everyone has like their Oh, I can do that. No, it's supposed to. I guess everyone has like their vice word where they're like, you know, trying to think of their next thing to say. But it's like every single time I hear someone say bro in my head, I just think brother. I just hear that sound effect of Hulk Hogan saying brother. That's where my brain goes. Anyway, let's check out some music, shall we? Because I got a like kind of like it's supposed to be a Christmas-based playlist that I found real quick, so we shall see. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I know, right? I guess at some point it was like man, then dude, then what else? I don't know. Something. There we are. Yo, what up, Rico? Oh, my man. What's happening? Merry Christmas. Yes, I'm guessing it's Christmas for you too. I saw you on Dreams. I did boot up my PlayStation for like a second. I was debating if I wanted to stream a game or if I wanted to do some art. So I'm like, nah, fuck it, do some art. Whatever, I need to make some progress on this shit. It's not gonna draw itself. Right? Right. But yeah, Merry Christmas to you too. Hopefully you got stuff. Chilling on Christmas, nice. That's it. Yeah, because I was supposed to have some plans around about Christmas. Apparently, the idea is that my family, they want to have a small gathering around about Christmas, just so I wouldn't be as busy. Because we've done that before, where we've gone to a place and they've more or less we've paid them, and we've got like a 3-course meal or an all-you-can-eat place or whatnot. And that's been quite good. And we're going to do something similar to that, but it was going to be around about Christmas. It wasn't going to be on Christmas, but yeah, unfortunately that all fell through, so oh well, it is what it is. This is still the same animation you've been working on for a while? Yes it is. I'm on scene, yeah, because I have all my scenes. I've got all the audio cut up, ready to go, and chucked in individual files, so I can just move on to the next file when I'm done with each next file. So this is scene 9, and total we have 18 scenes, so it's getting there. Well, we're like, that's like the halfway mark, right? I appreciate the hustle, right? Well, you know, I've always said animation and this kind of like workflow is like the same degree as someone like working on a statue, right? You slowly chip away at it every day, you slowly chip away at it, and eventually it'll be done, so. You're gonna work on some guy's toe for the rest of your life, you're gonna remember it, right? Also, let me know if the music's alright. I remember last time you were here, you actually couldn't hear the music at all. I remember I could hear it, but like it was so low that the stream couldn't hear it, and it should be fine. Because I haven't touched anything since our last stream, so... So let me move this a bit so I can't see it. I can like see my PNG tuber like bobbing up and down in the background. Hide him behind those layers so I can't see him. There we are. Perfect. Do you have a nostalgic VGA series you'd like to watch? Must watch Heavy Rain like 5 times. Yeah, I think that was like a bunch that I used to go back and like watch when I used to watch their watched the show. Haven't really watched it in a long time, but I think actually I was doing an edit of their Skyward Sword playthrough at one point, but I just dropped off that for whatever reason. I think it's because I got a new computer and all the files I was working on was on my old computer, and I didn't transfer the files, so it just got lost to the ether. So. I can't remember, I think I was like halfway done with that, and... Because the idea is that I wanted to make it like a one huge long video, right? Except of carving faces, you make a statue animating high school students making funny jokes, exactly. It's a whole different medium in this nowadays. Your Vinesauce animation, Hobart, cannot provide more than Kinect already provides. Right. I'd like wanted to do a follow-up animation to that for so long. Because it must be like in his brain somewhere, like whenever he sees Simpsons he does that, he does this Homer. It just like comes out. I know that Vinny doesn't have like the best memory, but it's just probably in his subconscious somewhere. And it just leaks out. Yeah, just doing like another like Simpsons follow-up, like using the audio from like one of his other impressions. Homer-esque. Simpsons-esque. But yeah, we shall see. And I think it was because like Simpsons recently got added into Fortnite, so many people have come in and been like, why? He predicted the future! And it's like, well, it was probably only a matter of time, but... Merry Christmas to you. Hope you have a nice holiday season. Yeah, for sure. You too. B-ball. What state are you in? I'm in Victoria. I think I know where you are. I know relatively. I know relatively the general area that you live in. Not to dox you or anything, but I think it was a while ago. I was like, yeah, I can come up to your place and we can stream together. And that was like before I actually got familiar with streaming at all. And you were like, oh, how good are you at talking though? I'm like, probably not that great, so kind of cancelled that, so it is what it is. Christmas with anybody tomorrow? Close family or more distance? Oh, that's right, yeah, because you Americans are celebrating it tomorrow. We're here, it's already here, because we're in the future. Yeah, anybody got any plans? I'm assuming so. I remember as a kid that was like, Christmas was crazy, because that was like the one time a year your parents will like, got you something like good. And usually it'd be like what you ask for, so then you'd be anticipating it. I think that was like one year I got like rollerblades, and I was like, oh, I can't wait. Rollerblades tomorrow. And I remember I couldn't sleep on Christmas Eve. I was getting so hyped about rollerblades. Yeah, what up, Kenji? Yes, we farming. I'm celebrating it tomorrow since I'm spending time with my French family. Oh, interesting. Do you know of Aussie YouTuber Square Eye Jack? I don't. It does sound kind of familiar though. I may have heard of it. Or maybe thinking of Jacksepticeye, another YouTuber that has I in his name, and Jack. That could be it. I wouldn't doubt it. I couldn't sleep because I got PSP in lock, right? Yeah, because I remember my parents always hated buying me video games because they thought they were like toys. It's like, when are you gonna grab these kiddie games? Because I'd always play like, you know, Mario, Banjo-Kazooie, Zelda, because they were fun. Like, oh, when are you gonna grow up out of these, you know, these little kiddie games? And it got to the point where she's like, alright, I'm not gonna buy you any more games. You're gonna have to buy some games for yourself. So then I started doing exactly that. And now I got no money. It's all in video games. What have I done? No. Yes, big waves. Yeah, I've actually tried to cut back on buying video games recently, or like waiting until they're on sale. Because there have been a few times where I've bought games like straight up when they're brand new, and it's like, yeah, I'm spending like, I don't know, X amount of $100 per month, so yeah. If I want to afford like rents, maybe I better cut back a bit. Excuse me. My mom still remembers my love for Pokemon, bless her. Yeah, I remember I did get Pokemon Silver and a Game Boy Color one Christmas, and I remember I was just glued to that the whole entire Christmas day. I wasn't like doing any I wasn't having any family interaction at all. It was just me sitting on a chair by myself, stuck to Pokemon. It was handheld, so, and it's there. May not be fully attentive since I'm still opening presents and everything. Oh damn, you're doing it right now? Jeez. Damn. I think actually there was one year where I woke up early and it was like probably like, I don't know, like 2, 3 in the morning. And I think it was a year that what my parents would do, they'd sneak the presents in my room. So when me and my brother would wake up, they'd be right there. He's like, oh, I can open them right now as soon as you wake up. And I remember I woke up and the presents were there, and I was like, well, it is technically tomorrow. It is technically Christmas. And I think my dad, he heard me get up, and he came into my room and just like, go the fuck to bed. And I was like, all right. I was like, no, go to bed. the in-betweens you do for animations on Unreal, man. Yeah, I think it's like because I'm mostly self-taught animation-wise. Like I spent all this time, and this is like one frame, 1/24th of a frame. But to be fair, it's not really that detailed, but you know, it's more or less just going in, cleaning up my sketch, and then. But yeah, I shouldn't be doing the amount of in-betweens that I do, but here we are. And then again, you know, I enjoyed the process. Always fun. Always found it therapeutic. So, not the biggest deal in the world. And it's still incredibly fun to watch your streams, no matter the situation. Anyway, ah, cheers, appreciate it. Thank you. My friend in 2000 let me borrow his new game, Pokemon Blue. Back then, the Game Boy was a world like another world. You seen a bit of a unique style and never seen compared to others? Yeah, I guess. I think like a lot of people compared my style to like the old Rubber Hose animation. But like I remember when people started saying that, I was like, I've never even heard of that Rubber Hose, so didn't even know that was a thing. I think it's because I grew up with like a lot of like older cartoons. I guess like, you know, Nickelodeon cartoons kind of took that style and ran with it, I guess, to a point. But like I remember I had like a bunch of VHSs with like some old Bugs Bunny cartoons and whatnot. And yeah, that was very much their style as well, so let's do some in-between, shall we? Yeah, bend that. Yeah, I need to have my jacket as well. It's getting... Ugh, sun's getting up there. It's getting warm. Just living on the second floor apartment. Goodness gracious. Like the second that sun gets up. It's like, yeah, I'm on fire. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Okay, so what do we want to... How do we want to time this?
We made dinner, you guys!
Okay. So maybe kind of like a slower motion with this one.
We made dinner, you guys!
Maybe a faster motion with this one. So we get a little less in between there.
Eat up.
And then a slower one here as well. Good plan and great plan, but I wanted to, like, as she's saying, eat up. I wanted to move then.
Eat up.
Okay. That'll do. Yes. And then we do our in-betweens accordingly. Actually, should I turn on my, yeah, I should turn on my virtual camera. I'm not that you're really going to be able to see it, but yeah, it's fine. Because I do notice, like, some of, like, the thinner lines, if I rewatch them on stream, they kind of... You can't really see them. I can see them, because obviously I'm, like, right next to the screen, but... It's a bit harder to see on stream. I need to change the color of this. Okay, so I want to make this one blue. And I'll make the other one red. So then you can see it in 3D. Oops. Not that I really need to do this, but it's just an easy way of gauging which one's which and how to in between it accordingly. Oops. Okay, now we are. Nice. So what is this song? Oh god, why is this song like 30 minutes long? Jesus Christ, next. I was like, that's been going on for a minute. Like, and someone just slammed like a 30-minute loop in there. Cool, thanks. Holy crap. Yeah, this is a playlist that's not being by me. I'll more or less went on YouTube and search for... I searched for video game music playlist on video game Christmas, and this is what showed up. So there we go. Which version of Flash is this? This is CS3. Hang on, let me get rid of this real quick. Oh, it's CS6. Sorry. I think there's been like a bunch of CS versions I've used. I think I've used CS3 and 4 and Flash 8, obviously. Flash 8 best Flash. But yeah, I've never used Animate because I've more or less molded this to the point where I can kind of get it to do what I want. And I think there's some people that are like, oh yeah, you know, with Animate you can do this and you can do that, and apparently like you can keep like a line consistency, because what I usually do is I'll do a sketch and then I'll zoom in and I'll draw over it so you can get the thinner lines, but apparently you can just get the thinner lines without having to zoom in Animate. So you can just keep that line consistency the whole entire time, but I don't know, maybe someday. Maybe when this project is over, maybe I'll upgrade, right? In like 6 years, 5 years, however long it takes me to finish this. Jesus. I love how the old version like this works, don't change it. When I do PS3 hacking, it works. I don't need to upgrade shit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, what do they say? If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? Because I think it was my landlord. He's like an older guy. He's definitely probably in his 80s or something to that degree. And I remember he was like, "Oh, let me get your phone number for, you know, emergency sake." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, cool, we can do that." And I remember the phone that he pulled out was an old fucking brick phone. I was like, "Whoa, I haven't seen one of these in years." And I was trying to use it, and I was like, how do I use one of these again? So yeah, hey, if you just want to make calls and receive calls and texts, do anything else, I guess, if it still works, so. Been playing Pokemon Go, Pokemon on PSP with emulators from 2001, 2011. It still works, why change it? Yeah, exactly. To be fair, there are like some, you know, some like slice of life things, or like some more like better things you can get if you upgrade. And like, you know, just some like comfort things, because even with the technology nowadays, everyone's so desperate. It's like, oh, I need to get the new iPhone and blah blah blah. It's like, why? It's like, because I can do this, I can do that, and do this, and it's like, yeah, it's just slightly better than what your old phone could do. It wasn't. And apparently, like the new wave of iPhones, apparently, like, because they had all their own, it would only work with their own technology. And recently, they'd be like, yeah, you know, you can use whatever you want. And apparently, it's like it's way better to use other like technology that wasn't owned by Apple. And it's like, oh dear. Sorry to hear your Christmas plans fell through. You deserve the world, my man. Hope you at least get some nice gift cards. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I did get a gift card from my mother. She was around. She came to see me. All things considered. I'm guessing because like because she knew, you know, nothing was gonna happen, or we weren't gonna do any like, you know, Christmas gathering. She wanted to come see me, so it's like that's like the rare time I even get to see my family nowadays. It's just like at Christmas time. I'm like, I know they're busy, so I don't want to bug them. So it's got save states and rewinds is all good. Yeah, true. And I guess if you just like playing games casually like that, or if you're like playing a game you played it back 1,000 times before, you don't have to be like perfect, or be like, I gotta play it the way it was intended, right? That kind of deal. If someone gave me $5, more than happy than a $10 gift card. Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's like, you know, with price inflation, it's like gift cards become more and more worthless every year. Well, to be fair, it is nice, but still, it's like $100 can set you a little bit less than last year, and so forth, and the next year, and the next year, and the next year, where, oh boy, I bought myself one hamburger, and that's it. It's gonna get to that point, I swear. Right. Because, Yeah, I think I saw a chart a while ago, which was the 90s compared to now, what $100 to get you. So. Oh no, we're not gonna have a lot of loop, do we? Oh my god, who's putting in these fucking... Oh no, they're just two... Wait. Oh, there's two very similar sounding songs, back to back. No. We're not doing that. I can get an idea behind playing on original hardware, especially for a gimmicky stuff like a 3DS game. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm playing a game for like the first time, I do try to keep it as intended as possible. Even if, you know, you're playing like an older game, say for example, you're playing like a PS1 game on a PS5 and it has the ability to, you can rewind and blah 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 and like whatever you want, but for the most part, I'm saying if it's fair, I won't do that. But if it's unfair, say Abe's Odyssey, I might do it. I bought a Rick and Morty shirt from a place my sister gave me a gift card for, and the rest of the money was less than anything in the store, so now I have a Rick and Morty merch, I guess. Yeah, exactly. It's like you buy, like, get a $50 gift card, and then you buy something for $40. It's like what I do with the rest of the $10. Or the card expires in like a year. Oh, then again, what I usually do is like I'll use a gift card once, I put it in my wallet, and then forget it's there, and then it expires. So, like classic. Ugh. Or be like, I'll use the rest of that later, and then forget how much is left in there. It's like, oh, about that. It's like 13 when I've used the shit out of the rewind feature in the Mega Man Legacy Collection. Yeah, exactly. And when I was a kid, like I used to do that all the time. I used to just throw in cheats. Like that's how I actually beat Conquest Bad Fur Day. I never beat it legit. I put in the code for level select and did it through there. So. Because that game was not forgiving, that's for sure. I needed baby hands holding collectathons. Collect the thing. You win. You're so great. Congratulations. And I think it was even like I cheated with the final boss in Banjo-Kazooie. To be fair, that boss is extremely daunting if you're doing it the first time, so not easy, that's for sure. But I think it was like beat the last boss in Banjo-Tooie legit. I don't remember. That's fair. Contrabounds to be kind of bad. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're like they got it. Everyone's like, you gotta do the contra code. You gotta. I don't think anybody's like, no, I gotta do it raw without the contra code. It's like, nah, you're not beating the game that way, bud. You can try, but the contra challenge. Beat it without the code. Just go hard ham dog. Alright, so...
We made dinner!
Also, who wants to see something really gross? Check that out. Yeah, I think it was, because that's like the zoom in on like the plate of food that they provide. And I think it was to my instructions to my background artist. I think I was like, just try to make it look as gross as possible, and that's what he came out with too. And if anything, I was like, I want it to be a bit grosser, but yeah, it's fine. Got some hair sticking out of it and whatnot, so. And I could always go back into it. I could actually add some extra detail myself, but that's fine. It's whatever. Oh god, I hope I'm not gonna get struck for this music. It's like very close. Let's move on. Let's move on that one. Is that a pair of lips in there? Yeah, I think that's in the original as well, in the original comic. Actually, let me have a look. If I bring this up, will it bring it up on screen? I think so. I think the source is there. Hold on. It's here somewhere. I have it here. So if I bring that up, does it? Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, let me shut this up. Quiet. And then if I go...
But you're girls! You can't cook? Luckily, I brought you...
Hey, Chie.
Hot!
I'm moving to Inaba to take a break from
I totally love chicks!
Senpai, are you okay? Ate dinner that night.
Eat up.
Dude, sweet!
Yeah, there you are. Yeah, there's the lips right there, so... So as you can see, there, and then... let me bring it up. Hold on. Ooh, so we can compare and compare. Compare the pair. Same age, same income. God, I fucking hate those ads. Probably don't know who those Australian ads. But yeah, let me see. Yeah, kinda. Pretty close, pretty close. So, although the lips, I think it was like because I did a sketch of the original, and then he like drew over the sketch. So, and obviously I probably made the lips like a lot bigger, so made them a bit more prominent. Alright, alright, alright. Get rid of that. Bloop. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I had a bit of a headache. Oh yeah, it's feeling a little bit better now. I didn't take any painkillers or anything, so yeah. Recently, I've been having like some headaches during the week, during like the early week for whatever reason. I don't know why it happened like last week as well. I'll tell you what's caused it. I think it might be just like the time of the season, because like the weather's changing. Because I remember I used to have like the same kind of headaches when I was a kid as well, so could be that. Brilliantly putrid. You even managed to make the rice look like it's a mold. Right. Well, I think that was Waldo, my background artist. His effort. Because I do notice he like adds like a little bit of detail here and there, even if I don't ask him to, so which is appreciated, but which is exactly what you want, right? What was I going to say? Yeah, because I remember one background that I gave him, because obviously based them off the backgrounds from the game, and then I'll send him stills from the game to base the colors on. And I remember there was like one object that I didn't draw on purpose because I knew that the character was going to be standing in front of it, but when I got the background back, he just drew it in anyway, so I'm like, alright, fine. You're not going to be able to see this, but sure. Because I'll take screenshots from the game and then use those to base the backgrounds on if I really need to. And then I'll send the sketches and the backgrounds to him, and then he takes those and then goes from there. So, yeah. Whoop, okay. I'm a bit more straight line there. Please. Yeah, I might need to reset my tablet drivers. Hold on. Yeah, to do that, I'll let you just turn off my screen and then turn it back on, so... And usually fixes it. Yeah, that's a bit better. Because I think it's like I'm using a connector, like, because the tablet that I'm using is so old, like my current computer doesn't actually have the inputs for it, so I'm using a converter. So I think sometimes the It gets confused of what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to use. It works, but at the same time, it is kind of a bit jank. Because I think it picks it up as a mouse, and then if I reset the screen, then it's like, oh, it's a tablet. Let me see. I remember in my animation class years ago, I remember that was like a thing that like a lot of people used to do, because they had those tablets that you'd plug in, the USB tablets, into your system. And I remember multiple times what people would do would they would unconsciously just rest the pen on the tablet, so they'd constantly be picking up the pen, and they try to use the mouse and be like, "What's going on? What's happening? How come I can't? Huh? It's acting weird," and not realizing that the obviously, because it's constantly picking up the pen as an input, so you can't use the mouse at the same time. And I think I remember this happening multiple times. I just walked by and just picked up the pen and put it down somewhere else and like, oh. Let's see. Let's see. It's starting to get a bit sore already. Jesus. Jesus. That's rough. Only tablet I own is an old one that my sister, she got maybe 5 years ago. Isn't exactly in the best shape. Doesn't help that I can't use it on my crappy Windows 11 laptop. Yeah, I think it depends on the computer. I think I've heard from some people, like, they have had like tablets that have like barely worked with the computers or just barely able to get the drivers going, but that's something I've always debated getting is like an extra tablet for my laptop. So then maybe I can like draw in bed or whatever. Just chill out and do a bit of draw and then pass out and then maybe wake up and then do a bit of draw some more, so those possibilities are endless. But then I'll need some sort of like file share thing, which I probably could do. Yeah. But it's even if you're just like looking into just animation in general, you don't need to get anything really high end. I think it was famously Jazza. Yeah, Jazza. Big time YouTuber now, but for like the longest time he was using just like a crappy off-brand plug-in tablet. And I think it was like wasn't even supposed to be a tablet, it was like just a screen that you can draw on, so it wasn't even designed to be a tablet, but I remember he was using that for years. And it worked, so you should totally draw Kuromi in a swimsuit. We're going to get into some swimsuits. I think it's in the next scene? Wait. Actually, what is scene 10? Where are we? Where are we at? Hang on. Let me open scene 10. That's this one. No, it's scene 11, right? It's the swimsuit one. Yeah.
You naked?
Good for. There you go. There's your swimsuits. Ta-da. But yeah, who's that against that Persona 3 character? Hold on, yeah, reference. Ooh. Oh dear. Persona. Who? Kuromi. Persona 5? Oh yeah, this chick. Yeah, the redhead chick, right? Yeah. Is that her? I think so. Oh no, that's Kasumi. Hang on. Hiromi. Oh, this is not even a Persona character, it's a Hello Kitty character. Hold on. I see. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I think that's happening. Sorry, I'm not doing a request right now. When I go back in time and check my stream where I was doing requests, which was like 2 months ago. Right. Actually, I should do another stream like that. Ah, Sanrio, right, yeah. I should do another stream like that where like I'll like draw and I'll do requests. And I think I was very surprised because I remember when I was asking people for what they wanted me to draw, I got like no requests before I went live. But when I went live, it was constantly like, hey, draw this, hey, draw that, hey, draw this. Right, which was, okay. I guess when you're in the moment, you kind of like, well, you can just throw it out there and then it's done. But then I had like a backlog of like 15 drawings I had to draw or whatever, so... Everyone wants something. Ugh. And at the same time, people love free shit, so... I think it was like the biggest tweet I've ever done on Twitter was when I was giving away some copies of Persona 4 Golden. And I remember that tweet blew up like crazy. And I remember it was some of the people that won, they were like, yeah, I already got it, I just want to give it to my friend or whatever, so... It's kind of how it goes, sadly. Really easy to see a bunch of stuff on the fly. Yeah, I guess. And I guess like when you're, you know, you're there and it's happening as you're there, it's a bit different than, you know... Maybe you'll request and maybe you'll watch it later and just kind of more magical as you're seeing it happen. Right. I guess. I'll draw you something and then mail it to your address in 3 to 5 shipping days. Gaith Teddy. I'm assuming the human version? No, bear version only. So hot. So round. Oh, jeez. But to be fair, there are a lot of people that aren't so very round characters, so hey man, I'm a judge. Don't go to DeviantArt and type in Teddy inflation. Don't do it. Don't do it. Jeez. So it's strange how like DeviantArt got like a strange, notorious reputation for like fetish shit. And like the moderators are like, yeah, this is fine. As long as it's not safe for work, I guess, but... I guess you can tag it as not safe for work, so at least there's that. I think it was when I used to submit stuff to DeviantArt fucking... probably like over like 15 years ago at this point. It was like, no, it has a swear! It's mature content! And that's probably stretching it, so... Indeed, you're right there. Bear is cuter. Right. Goodness, it's getting like dark in my apartment. Oh, to be fair, I've got like all the windows closed, but and usually there's some like line here if the sun's out, but yeah, crappy Christmas weather. I think it was like 3 years ago, it was like raining on Christmas. Because I remember as a kid, like every Christmas was like boiling hot. Crazy summer Christmases, because here in Australia obviously we have like summer in December. But every single Christmas was, you know, shortened shirtons and seafood and this and that, and I remember for some reason my family loved seafood, so every single time it was like, seafood on Christmas, and I'm like, yeah, I'll have like one and I'm good. I was never really a big fan of seafood personally, but for some reason, like a lot of people in my family loves seafood. Like crab's good, fish good. Aside from that, oh, squid good, but and it's like shrimp and shellfish and yuck, scallops and oysters and ugh. I'm good on that. Oh, hang on here. Oh, that's better. Just crack my elbow real quick. Ouch. You get that slight bit of pain, but man, it feels so good, right? Are you J. Edgar Hoover? I know that name, but from where? My brain's telling me that's a writer, but at the same time, it's also telling me that that's completely incorrect. Also, oops, I almost copy your whole entire message. Hang on. J. Edgar Hoover. Also, I should put the Discord link in chat, because I usually do that, right? American law enforcement administrator who served as a fifth and final director of the Bureau of... something. What was he famous for? Interstate crime for 50 years. I see. Interesting. Died way before my time, Jesus. 72. Damn. Well, I'm gonna say no then, so because he died before I was born, so. Yes. Hang on, where do I always forget how to do this every time. Invite the server. Copy. And then we paste it. And then we pin it. Yeah. That's more so every single time I go live, you can check it. So, and I don't bug people, so because I know there's a few Discord servers that I'm a part of, and they go at everyone every time I'm live. I'm like, fuck off. God damn. So annoying. So I just post the link in there when I'm live, and you can go check it if you want to. Oh, I guess if you have notifications turned on, that's also a good way. So, may I pet 2 million dogs? Can I pet that dog? I want to pet that dog. Sure. Make sure you count them one by one. I'm sure that won't get tiresome. Well, I guess there are people who are really into dogs. I've never really understood like dog people personally, because I think there's like a friend of mine that's like really into animals. Like he really loves animals, and I'm like, all right, sure, I guess. Yeah, I've never really been big into animals personally. Like cats are cool, but I can go without, petting a cat. So if I see one. 'Cause I think there was actually one cat around about where I live. And I'm pretty sure it was like a homeless cat because they used to just hang around. And I remember one of the people in my apartment complex, they started feeding it. And of course, what happened is it just started hanging around and wanted more food. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why I didn't interact with it, because you give it attention, then it wants more. Right, so. And it ain't my cat. So. Especially if it's a outside cat. What do they get? Fleas. No good. And that's the last thing it wants. Have a carpeted area. Have fleas in your carpet. No, no, no. Yeah, I think it was the house that I grew up in. I remember. I think it was my mom. She ripped up all the carpet in the house. So I'm assuming she was probably like sick of like all the animal fur that got stuck in it. And there was wood paneling underneath it, so. But yeah, we had 3 cats and a dog, so it was probably she was probably like, nah. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. I'm done. Wow, Christmas Mario. Alright, sure. Oh, I see. Supposed to be in the vein of like a Christmas song. Yeah, I know about that. I think I'll skip that one. I'd rather be like from a game that has like, you know, Christmas vibes, not like, hey, we're gonna play, you know, we're gonna slip in a Christmas song real quick. So I don't think anybody really likes like Christmas themed music. I think it was I saw a comic that somebody made. It's like December 1st. Rumbling on the roof. What's that? And the father's like, get my gun, it's Mariah Carey. She's like on the roof singing. That was funny. Yeah, during December and to some extent November and to some extent October these days, because they just fucking get on that. They get on that Christmas spirit. Get your Christmas shit nice and early because consumerism, right? And that's like the last thing like a lot of people want to do is they don't want to go out and buy anything because Christmas music everywhere. So it gets to the point where people just get sick of it, right? And I'm assuming that'd be like the worst thing if you were, you know, working at retail. Have a solid block, have a solid month of Christmas music, having to listen to that shit. Well, I guess like listening to any music can be fun, but though it depends what kind of job you're doing, right? Because I think where I work, you can't listen to music, it's not really allowed, but I have actually tried going in with music and like hiding it underneath a beanie, and they haven't seen it, so I've gotten away with it, but at the same time, like, Yeah, and like listening to like the same stuff I always seem to listen to like 3 hours at a time, so if anything I'd rather just focus on the job and go without, to be honest. And it's like with any job, the more focused you are, the more harder you work, the faster time goes anyway, so just have to focus and pay attention and but at the same time, if there is a clock at the wall and you're constantly staring at that clock, you're like, yeah, but it's been like 10 minutes since I last looked at the clock. Okay. But yeah, I didn't have any work last night because I usually do night shift, and on Christmas we are not open, so that's why I'm here now. But I do have work tonight, but it's only starting at like 5 in the morning, so I don't really have to worry that much. Because I work at a place that ships out pre-made meals, and during the holidays we have less to go out, so... And they said they were like, yeah, we're gonna have like probably like, you know, 3-4 hours worth of stuff to go out, so you can come in at like 5. And you should finish by about 8. And I'm like, that's cool, sure. So technically I've only done like 2.5 days of work this week, but... it's fine, right? As long as I spend like a bunch of money on like Christmas related items myself, right? Not that I've really been spending money, but... you know, there's always like the Black Friday sales, like the Christmas related sales where like stuff goes on sale for cheap, and it's like, ooh, that'd be cool, ooh, that'd be cool. And then you add it all up at the end of the day, it's like, oh, that was like a couple $100 gone. It's like, oops. But still, man, it's the holidays, it's whatever. You gotta treat yourself, right? Oh yeah, it's from Mario 64, right? Totally. Duh. For some reason, like Mario Kart was crossing my mind, but yeah, I think it was both this and Ocarina of Time are probably like my most play games of all time. I used to just play those back to back over and over again on my N64. Probably completed each of them at least 50 times each. Yeah, I think it's just like kind of feeling that'll like never happen with gaming ever again. Going from the 2D era to the 3D era, just that feel of like wonder from like a side-scrolling perspective, and then suddenly you can like run around, you can do whatever you want, and you can explore every single nook and cranny, and you can discover secrets, and Crazy. What a time to be alive. Yeah, to be fair, there were games that kind of emulated a 3D perspective in like the Super Nintendo era, but definitely not to that degree. You could just take your time, and you could just, you know, if you want to go over there, if you want to see what's around the corner, if you want to roam around the map for no map for no reason, you can do exactly that. So, and I did. I think it was in I remember in Banjo-Tooie, I think it was in Witchy World, where you could transform into the van, where you're practically invincible. Like, nothing can really hurt you or damage you. I remember I used to just stay in that van for hours and just drive around the map, just exploring like every single corner. Good times. And that wasn't a game I owned either. I didn't own either Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie, but it was either I played it at friends' places or I borrowed it from friends or I rented it. End up beating them both. So, yeah. Very interesting. I was like very into collectathons, but there was like a lot of games I ended up renting or didn't end up owning. It's probably because like obviously I didn't have any money as a kid, so. And even I remember like renting games, I didn't like have enough money usually, so I was just like, oh, I'll pay you back later, or. And I think the video store that ended up like renting games from, they got wise to my shenanigans. They ended up just saying no after a while. Because I think I had like $20 on me. I think like the renting price was just over 20. It's like, oh yeah, pay it back pay you back later. Never paying them back. Because of course. Yeah, I remember, probably told the story before, but I think it was like the last game I ended up trying to rent was, I think it was Shadow of the Colossus, because I had a PS2, but I didn't have many games for it. And I think I tried to use my card for that store, but it was like so old that apparently like they didn't have it in their registry anymore, so. So I was like, oh, okay, bye, so I just left. And then Video Easy went out of business. Take that. To be fair, I remember like I was the only one in there, so it's probably at that point where. But to be fair, I don't think it was like at the point where physical or digital media was like really on its uprise, or. I don't know. Maybe it must have been a quiet hour or something. Because I remember it must have been like renting slowly became an obsolete thing after a while. Because I remember there was a few Video Easy stores I used to go to that used to sell DVDs as well as rent them. And because I didn't have a membership card, I used to remember I used to just go and just buy some DVDs. I got like a ton of DVDs because of that. I'm not sure if they were like extra copies or maybe they were like ones that like weren't really renting that well, or you just go in there and just check the for sale section and be like, oh, that's cool, oh, that's cool. Haven't seen that. Watch it once and then goes on my shelf. Never to be watched again, but to be fair, that's not true. I used to watch my DVDs like over and over and over again, but nowadays they don't get touched. Like I've still got pretty much all my DVDs from when I used to buy them on the regular. And I don't really want to watch them now because I'm like, oh, quality's not that great. Blu-ray's obviously better, but I'm not really that big of a film enthusiast to give half a shit. There's always streaming services, and it's crazy how you can like rent movies on YouTube now, if you really want to. So, I wonder how that's going. Oh, even there's like a bunch of like movies that are free. Have like their free section. I'm not sure if you have to be premium or not, but to be in that. But message redacted. What the hell? What did you do? Did you ban yourself? Did you delete your own account? What happens? I must get rid of all the evidence that I've ever been here. What happens? Hang on, let me see here. Go to your channel. No, you're still here.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Channel intro. Why is your channel intro like 8 minutes long? What the hell? What the? Okay. Kerbal Space Program. I never really got that game. There's some people that I watched stream that game that were really good at it. I remember I bought it myself. I'm like, I don't understand what I'm doing. Game's too smart for me. You're attracted to Deary for the deer from South Park? Okay. Well, I guess you said you were into the bear, so it's not much more of a stretch. You're into Unikitty, okay. What else we got? Man, you've got a lot of videos, but they're like... There's like barely anything longer than a minute. Shitpost channel, obviously, right? Yeah. To be fair, I remember like when I was younger, that used to be my mentality. Used to be make as much crap as you can and just submit it like crazy. Maybe something will blow up. Right. Well, not that it was like more like I'd like laugh, like lose my shit if like something like became like super popular that I put like no time into. I used to find it very funny. And I think it was because like the longest time my main place to post stuff was Sheezy Art. I'm not sure if anyone remembers Sheezy Art. I think it came back a while back, but obviously doesn't have the user base that it once had. I don't think a lot of people even know that it came back. But it was that to get front page on Sheezy Art, it was completely automated. So if things started getting likes very quickly, it'd automatically get front page. And I remember I used to just make the most dumb, odd, crappy crap shit you could possibly make. It was like a looping animation with like music in the background, be like very fast, crappy animation. And obviously people think it's so dumb. It's like this is really dumb. I like it, like ironically. And then it'd get front page. So. Yeah, I think it was like some artist on there like used to get hate constantly because I remember he used to like make comics, and I remember for some reason so many people thought they were like really funny even though there was like no punchline or like no joke, and everyone's like, "Why is this getting front page?" Like losing their mind over it. And he's like, "I'm sorry, I have like no control over it." Just like little details that he like put in. It was like, "Ah, look at that." But I'm not sure it was like also ironic or trying to be like anti-funny funny. Isn't that the meta nowadays? This isn't really that funny, but I'm going to pretend it is funny and share it to all my friends. Right. The anti-humor humor. This isn't funny, but I'm not going to pretend it's funny and then spread it to all my friends. Right. Did I do a... No, I didn't. And then the joke will be that it's becoming popular, even though it's not funny. And then laugh at all the people that think it is funny. It's like, alright, where's the real joke, bud? Ooh, what's this song? Banger alert. Oh no, this sounds very familiar. What is it? Oh, it's Iceman's theme, no wonder why. This is from Powered Up? Oh no shit. Crazy. That's like a game that I remember I used to wish I'd play, because like I'm a big Mega Man fan and Powered Up was only on PSP. I'm like, I want to play it, but didn't have PSP, so damn. To be fair, it was just Mega Man 1 plus extra shit. But I think they added like 2 extra bosses, and you could like play as like a multitude of like different characters. You could play as like Mega Man without his armor, and you could play as Roll and stuff like that. Roll's hasn't been playable in many games, so. I'm looking at you, Capcom. Make Roll playable and dual overrides, right? Which would be like the go-to, maybe. Because haven't they been doing that? Like they've made like one more character playable in every like Mega Man game. Because wasn't it like 9 was just Mega Man, 10 was Mega Man and Proto Man. Oh, wasn't Base also playable? Oh no, Base Proto Man was also playable in 9, right? I think. Oh god, it's been so long I forget, but yeah, I think it was like they slowly added like one more character in every installation. And I'm not sure if it was just Mega Man in 11. I can't remember. I don't know. I didn't play much of 11, so I couldn't tell you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Waldo. I was just talking about you like an hour ago. I was telling everyone about the background work that you've done and whatnot, so yeah. And we're gonna smash this thing out in January, right? Right. Or at least get all the backgrounds done, but we shall see. Oh. Yeah, I'm assuming you're on that delay, but like the 5-second YouTube delay. Or whatever it is. Yeah. Like the second I'm saying your messages, that's where I'm seeing them. So if that's a tell, like when. So unfortunately, the YouTube live streaming has a severe delay. It's not immediate. Can't do anything about that. I mean, I could go stream on Twitch, but then nobody would care or come to watch. I'd like link being like, go watch on Twitch, and then nobody would come, because of course. I don't want to go to another platform. Because of course. Delay is pretty bad, yeah. I think it's if you click the live icon in the bottom left-hand corner, it speeds you up to as close as live as you can be. But I think it might buffer if you do that, so. Also depends on your connection. If it's amazing, you can watch pretty much like live 1-to-1, but it'll probably buffer otherwise, so. Yeah. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with the quality, or also it might be if you're on a phone, probably has more delay, right? Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, this song ain't too bad. I might have to look through the powered up library, because I do have some Mega Man songs in my other playlists, just that they're all like old classic Mega Man songs, so nothing like new. Might have to look into that for sure. It's kind of chill. No pun intended. How long is this song, Jesus? It's overstaying its welcome. 6 minutes. Jesus, get out of here. Next. eShop music holidays. Oh, weird. What is this? Oh, this is like the old eShop. Oh, this is like the Wii U eShop. Oh dear. Fucking Wii U. I'm still not over the Wii U. Goodness. It's like nobody talks about that at all. I'm just so mad that nobody talks about that. Because, yeah, it was like, almost all support was dropped for that system, and I think it was like in the last year that I was alive, like one game got released for it, and that's it. It was fucking Paper Mario. Of all things. I was just thinking to myself, imagine if PlayStation released one game for 1 year, and that's it, everyone would lose their minds. And Xbox, same thing, but suddenly, if it's a system like nobody really cares about, nobody talks about it. But why? At the same time, it also might be like nobody cares, but... I guess it's because like that's a console that I had like so much faith in, and it just unfortunately exploded. So it's a shame. It's a shame. To be fair, there is like a lot of like Nintendo consoles. They'll do like their gimmick, and they'll be like, "Hey, we're gonna make games with the gimmick," and they'll do like 2 games with it. And they'll be like, "Okay, bye." God, I remember it was somebody that I used to know was trying to sell me on the new 3DS, if you remembers that. The console that they did like pretty much as the 3DS was dying. And he was like, "Oh, you should get one." I'm like, "Why?" It's like, because it has like Xenoblade and it's gonna have all these other games, it's gonna be great. And they did like 2 games for it, which you just needed the new 3DS for. And then nothing else. So I think there was like a couple of games that you needed the new 3DS for, because it had like slightly more power, so it allowed them to run them. And ironically, they ended up re-releasing the Xenoblade later on, so it got like a better version on Switch. So I think it was I bought they had Xenoblade on the Wii U, but it was the Wii version. And I remember I just bought it, I'm like, man, it's so fucking blurry. It'd be great if the game wasn't so fucking blurry, but... yeah, maybe now it's better. I don't know. Might have to try it out when it's on sale, which is gonna be never, because Nintendo... I think it was I tried the second one out, and I just got really bored. I was like, nah. I was like more or less doing the exact same things like every flight. I'm like, nah, I'm good. When does this game get good? When? Well, to be fair, that is like a lot of RPGs, but I do enjoy like the slight strategy. If you're doing like the exact same things like every single fight, I'm good. Needs to be like some level of engagement. I think that's why I enjoyed Final Fantasy VII and played through that in its entirety. Because it wasn't really that difficult, but there was enough strategy to just keep me engaged. If it's like too much, it's not good. If it's too little, it's not good. It needs to be the exact right balance. That's why I can't do like strategy games. Like, oh shit. Like tactics games. Tactic games are too much. I'm like, I don't want to think that much. But if I gotta think too little, then it's also not great, so. I need that perfect line. And that's why I'll always say that Earthbound is the best RPG of all time. Because it's casual enough that you can play through it without having to think too much, but it's also strategic enough that it can keep you engaged. So. Versus where Mother 3 is a bit too much strategy, in my opinion. So. And that's just my personal opinion. Because Mother 3 is great, it's just that, yeah, I did find the combat a bit too, like, he needs to really strategize, he needs to use, like a lot more bits and pieces, but I guess, like, if you play through Earthbound, you don't actually know how to play, it does become a bit more difficult, which I did, actually. I didn't, like, know how to use Jeff, and, like, he can more or less, like, steamroll the whole entire game if you really know how to use him, so. Just buy tons of bottle rockets. Hey, what's that, a boss? Oh, guess what, it's dead. The end. So you can really just mow through the game if you know how to. And I think that's what a lot of speedrunners do. Like watching that's a really interesting speed game. Because you more or less beat the whole entire game at level 1, and then you just use Jeff to like bottle rocket the hell out of everything. But if you get touched once, you pretty much die and have to make like a lot of progress again. So also that random factor. Ooh, ouch. Drawing from getting sore. Ouch. I've only drawn a couple of frames. How many frames have I drawn? Like 4. Oops. Just drawn 4 frames. I'm already complaining. Goodness.
We made dinner. We made.
Heat up.
Eat up.
What the hell? What's wrong with this playlist? Oh, okay, there it is. Oh god, Maple Story. That's the game I ironically did play a lot of Maple Story, but I don't think I got it very far. So I think there's like a point like mid-game where it does, because I did like enjoy like the PvE aspect where it's like you versus enemies. But after a while you have to do like some alternate stuff in the game, which is like not just you bashing like caving enemies' faces in, you have to do some other way to like level up and get yourself stronger. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. So it got to a point where I'm like, nah, I'm fine. And I think it's like, that's also one of those games, if you don't play constantly, like all your friends just leave you in the dust. Unless you all like, be like, we gotta play together at this time. If they're on when you're not on. And it's like, guess what? I'm like 20 levels ahead of you now. I'm in a completely different area. Too bad. And I think it was there was a character that I ended up building, but I did his stats completely wrong. So I made it so that I couldn't like hit anything stronger than what I needed to. So I had to like grind on like lower level enemies until I could build myself back up. And I think there's like a bunch of people that are like, "Why are you here? Like, what the hell? Like, you're not supposed to be here." I was like mashing away on enemies that I could just one shot. I was like 10 levels ahead of everyone else that was there. And it's always like a game of like being mildly interested in like getting into a little bit. What was it? Ooh, what is it? God, it's in my brain somewhere. I can see the screenshots for it, but I can't remember the name. Because my brain's really smart and remembers names of things well. Because I know there's like a mobile version for it now. Medieval. Excuse me. Online game. Medieval Dynasty? No. Tribal Wars 2? No. Top medieval games on Steam. God, what is it called? Like, very popular, and for some reason my brain's just not clicking, but... Weird. No. Strange. I'll probably remember in like 5 minutes, but... Anyway. But yeah, I remember my brother was like very into that game. And he used to play it as a kid, and he's still playing it to this very day, so... Oh, it's RuneScape! Yes, yeah, I told you. I'll never remember it when I need it, but like minutes later I'll be my brain will be like, oh, that's what it is. But yeah, because apparently you can get RuneScape on your phone now. And not for like the, it'd be more for like grinding, the grinding aspect, when just like have a minute I could just like look at my phone and be like, I need to like get my wood cutting skill or whatever, so. Something like that, so. But yeah, I don't think I'd actually like sit on my computer and play it. I'm good on that. Yeah, I think I did enjoy MapleStory because it was kind of like a different way of playing those kind of games. Because it was like a 2D perspective, like it was kind of like a platformer, but you also like roamed around and went to different towns and areas, so it was a bit different in that regard. And I was probably very much into platforms at the time, so I'm like, ooh, this is different. But isn't MapleStory 2 was like 3D, so got rid of that whole entire aspect. Right. Also, who's been bugging me? I've been hearing like my phone vibrating. Oh, it's actually my mom wishing me a Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'll text her back real quick. Be like, Merry Christmas. I'll do like a Santa and like a tree. There you go. And who else? Oh, one of my old roommates sent me a gift. Haven't heard from this person in a long time. Jesus. Only around the holidays, huh? I see how it is. How do I send the gifts? Oh, like that. Oh, yeah, I just never do this shit. I need like a good gift to send back. A lot of them are like Christmas Eve, and it's not Christmas Eve, it's Christmas Day. Who sent something that's celebrating Christmas Eve? The hell? I'll do like a... snowman. There you go. A lot of this looks like fucking AI shit. That's fine. This one of those like a dancing sand, and it's like, yeah, that's fucking probably AI. Probably. Somebody made that? Not likely. Oh, this song sucks. I'm gonna skip it. So I will. Super Princess Peach, that's a game I've never played. Probably good I didn't. Yes, wasn't there a Peach game that came out recently for the Switch? Like some sort of like... game where you have like a stage show and she's like turns into different costumes. I've ever seen like from a bunch of people like, oh, it looks so good, I can't wait. I'm like, why? It might be that like Nintendo mentality. It's Nintendo game, must consume, like no matter what it is. It's product, must consume. Right. I can fully understand because that was pretty much me as a kid. It was very rare that I don't think I actually did play any like Nintendo games as a kid that were like bad, so it was more or less like, hey, they can do no wrong, so might be the same mentality that some kids have nowadays. Hard to say. Oh, then I guess like there is like apparently like a mentality nowadays that apparently like a lot of people are like buying less video games than ever before. And the reason for that is there's more free-to-play games than ever before, so kids don't have to kids don't have to buy games anymore. Just with the free-to-play model. You just play with your friends all day and I don't have to spend a single cent. But hey, that Rick and Morty skin looks pretty cool, right? It's only like $5, ask your mom. Right, that kind of thing. But look, he dabs. I want the dab emote. It's on $9. And then slowly it accumulates. And then you spent more than a real price game or a full price AAA game. So that's probably how they get you. I think it was what was it? Somebody it was somebody that plays one of those 2K basketball games. And you could just see his purchase library. And apparently he spent like $3,000 or something on like cosmetics. Or just something like that. But it was like $20 at a time or whatever. But over a few months he spent like a few $1,000. It's like, ooh. It's crazy how some people get got like that, but someone was like, no, this is obviously a scam. Because wasn't it? There was like that basketball game that was supposed to be based off the old NBA Jam games. But to like unlock players was either random or you could pay for them. And like a lot of people were like, no, this is a scam, I'm not paying shit, so that died. But at the same time, it could be like, depending on how popular a game is. Be like, oh, my friends are playing, I gotta play too. And also it might be like the casual mentality, right? You just want something to play after work, while you're just chilling out. Not take it too seriously. Just have a laugh or two with your bros. And then go to bed. I think it's like how popular Call of Duty still is. 'Cause I remember there was a point where like all my friends were playing that game, and I was like, I'm good. I was like the only person that's like, no, I don't really see the appeal in like shooting a gun 40 billion times. I think it's like just like doing that run over and over again. It's like this time I'll do better. It could be that. Because they played nothing but the zombie mode. And every single time they did the exact same thing, they'd get like, you know, they'd end up getting killed and then do the exact same thing again. I gotta open this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta secure this panel. In the exact same order every time. It's madness. But at the same time, I did play a lot of Borderlands too, so who am I to argue? But I'm more like that for the random aspect. Every single run, there was like different guns, so you get like a really good gun or you get a really bad gun, or so you'd always use different weapons every single time you do a playthrough, and you could really break that game hard in the New Game Plus playthrough. So. It's very fun for that. Just having possible odds next to you, and it's like, guess what? Mow them all down. It's just games that give you like the ultimate power at the very end. You'd be like, you're very familiar with it. Okay, we're just gonna make it let you break the game. Yeah, very fun. Yeah, which makes me wonder if I'd enjoy like doing a New Game Plus run through of an RPG. Because obviously, like you play through again with like all your abilities unlocked from the start. Is it even like a Persona game? Like I've never done that. Well, to be fair, it is like a long endeavor, so. But I think that's like how those games are designed. They're designed to be played twice. Because I think I tried to do that with Persona 5 actually, but I think I just ended up just getting bored. I was like, I don't think I got like further than like the early game. So I think I was just like, yeah, I've done this already, so. But I think it's like more because in your initial playthrough, there's like a lot of shit you can't choose. It's like, you know, the points for this yet, and then your second playthrough is like, yeah, you're pretty leveled up. Okay, here's what you missed. But at the same time, there is YouTube, and you can just look up the answers on there instead of having to sink like 200 hours. So, either or. Oh, goodness! Oh, I'm tired already. Jesus. No. Yeah, I think I gotta take a break. If anything, I want to chill out for a little bit, just to like do like I was saying I was gonna draw anyway, so you know, just drawing for a little bit. Because I think I haven't streamed in like... When was the last stream I did? I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I don't know. But yeah, any progress is better than no progress, right? Oh god. I guess I got rid of the chat. Oops. Not very smart. Yeah, but if anything, I have been doing a lot of progress in this off stream anyway, so... But I think last stream I was working on on a scene that was completely different to this one. And I did finish that one, so... Excuse me, so... I am getting this shit done slowly, but... I definitely need an excuse to work on this, so... You know. Streaming's better than nothing. Yeah, and if anything I wanted to like just chill out today anyway, so... Do a bit of reading, so maybe that might be in the cards. So I think actually I bought a bunch of manga recently, and I've like almost read one of the books I bought. But there's like 4 more that are sitting there. I'm like, oof. Oh dear. And I'm trying to like buy like less manga as well, because like I've got like so many books I've bought and haven't even touched yet. Because I think it was last Christmas I bought the Trigun Omnibus, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be my Christmas present to myself. And it's 1 year later, I haven't even touched it yet, so it's like, oh, uh-oh. Oh dear. Yeah, it's an anime I would love to watch, but I never got a Blu-ray release, unfortunately. So, I mean, I think it's all up on Netflix, I think, but... But yeah, I think it was because they recently released Trigun Maximum. And I think they said if that did well, they were interested in returning to the original, but haven't earned anything of that, so it's a shame. Because that's the series that I ended up like watching when I was very young and didn't really understand it, and then I like rewatched it later on. I'm like, this is awesome. So little child brain just watching, consuming all these kind of metaphors and being like, I don't get it, and then watching it later, it's like, ah, I see. Like watching, I think it was like the very first anime I ever watched was Eva, Neon Genesis Evangelion. I think even watching that as a young age, I think I was just like, big robot, cool. And I think it was just the animation style was like very interesting to me because like I had never watched anything like that before. And this was like before like the big Dragon Ball Z blow up and everything, so. Because here in Australia, they used to, there was a channel called SBS, and they used to play a lot of shows there that you wouldn't ordinarily find on like regular TV or like mainstream TV. So that's where they used to run South Park, that's where they used to run a lot of anime and whatnot, so... Like, I think the specialty was like foreign films. Like foreign broadcasting, so... But yeah, before South Park blew up and became like super huge. I remember watching on there. Oh, it must have been that it was popular at some point, because I remember there was a school fair or something that I was at. I remember seeing buttons of them that you could buy of just like the characters that somebody made in 3D. And I remember just looking at them and being like, I have no idea what this is, but it looks kind of cool. So And then I remember a friend of mine he was describing the show to me. He was like, "Oh, they're like paper cutout people." And for some reason, I thought that was the name of the show. So I remember just looking at the TV guide for paper cutout people. I remember my parents were like, "This is not a show. It's not in there." Either he told me the name of the show, or maybe I just wasn't understanding or paying attention. But I'm like, I want to watch it, but I don't know what it's called. So, because obviously there was no internet back then, so just couldn't look it up. Ooh. Yeah, things are getting pretty sore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to destroy this room and then call it, I think. Ouch. Oh. Yeah, I think I must also have a nap while I'm at it. That might be cool. But yeah, I need to set my alarm so I wake up and don't forget to actually get up, right? I'm pretty sure that's happened a few times where I'm like, you know, I set my alarm, don't have to worry about it. Wake up, and it's like past the time I'm actually supposed to be at work. Oh crap. So I don't want to set my regular alarm, I want to set a custom alarm for very early in the morning. You guys reminded me to wake up at like 3 AM. Okay, thanks. But I'll set like 3 alarms. I'll usually set like 3 alarms. One like 10 minutes past when I need to get up, and then another one past that one, 10 minutes past that one. So then when the third one goes off, I'm like, yeah, I need to get up. Like I can hit it off twice, but the third time it's like, yeah, I actually need to get up now. Okay. 14 hours from now. Yeah, it should only be a short shift anyway, so it's fine. 'Cause I think it was the best thing at work we used to do. We used to do Sunday shifts, which was like, nobody wants to come in on Sunday, but because Sunday we got double time, so we'd literally come in for 4 hours and then get paid for a full 8 hours worth of work. So it's like, this is sweet. It's like, hell yeah, I love doing Sunday, but yeah, I did cut that off, unfortunately. So. But at least my headache's gone now, thank God. Jesus. That's been giving me grief for like 2 days straight. I'm not sure even like just even just like talking or just like being focused or whatnot got rid of it, or I'll be sure. I don't know, it's hard to say. It's also hard to say like what caused it, but I don't know. Because it happens at like the very back of my head, where like the spine and like the skull connect. It happens like right there. Yeah, if you can like touch like the back of your neck, it's like where you can like feel like where the spine and the skull connects. There's like a small like dent. It happens like right there. It's not good. But yeah, I remember it used to happen to me as a kid. Like, I remember used to having like every Friday, and I remember used to get so painful. Like my mum had to come to the school and like pick me up. And it must have got to the point where they probably thought I was like, you know, putting it on, but I was like, no, it hurts. Headache hurts. And it was like when in grade 3 it used to happen, but I don't remember it happening like after that, so it must have went away for a while and then came back for some reason. Not sure why. Mysterious. Alright, there we go. Very cool. So what do we achieve?
We made dinner, you. We made dinner.
Yay, small
We made dinner.
movements. But that's fine. Any progress better than none, right? Yes. Yes, so cheers for watching if you're here. I think that's going to be it. I'll put that in there so I know my zoom value for next time. I'll come back to this. But yeah, not sure if I'm going to stream on the weekend. Probably not. Or maybe. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream today, so I don't know, man. Anything could happen, so keep an eye out. Join the Discord if you're not already in there. I post every time I go live, so... And, yeah. Catch you all next time whenever I'm on. Whenever that may be, so... I'll see you later. Until then... Oh, hang on. One second. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I'll catch you then. Until then, goodbye.